पहली बार हमने नोट किया कि चुनाव के समय प्रधानमंत्री ने, होम मिनिस्टर ने और फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर ने स्टॉक मार्केट पर टिप्पणी दी। प्रधानमंत्री ने 2-3 बार, 4 बार देश को कहा कि स्टॉक मार्केट तेजी से आगे बढ़ने जा रही है। होम मिनिस्टर ने सीधा कहा कि 4 जून को स्टॉक मार्केट आसमान में जाएगी, लोगों को खरीदना चाहिए। और यही मैसेज फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर ने दिया। फर्स्ट, ये आज थोड़ा हम तो ये क्रोनोलॉजी है। अमित शाह कहते हैं बाय शेयर्स बिफोर 4 जून। 19 में नरेंद्र मोदी जी कहते हैं स्टॉक मार्केट विल ब्रेक रिकॉर्ड्स ऑन जून 4। फिर 28 मई को रिपीट करते हैं। 1 जून मीडिया झूठे एग्जिट पोल रिलीज करती है। बीजेपी का ऑफिशियल जो इंटरनल सर्वे था वो उनको 220 सीट दे रहा था। तो ये इंफॉर्मेशन बीजेपी के लीडर्स के पास था। इंटेलिजेंस एजेंसीज ने 200 और 220 के बीच में सरकार को बताया था कि उनकी सीट्स आ रही हैं। 3 जून को स्टॉक मार्केट सारे रिकॉर्ड तोड़ देता है और 4 जून को खटाक से स्टॉक मार्केट अंडरग्राउंड चला जाता है। अगला स्लाइड दिखाइए जरा। ये देखिए, 31 मई मैसिव stock activity, more than double what was there on 30th, more than double what was there on 29, 28. ये अनोमली देखिए। ये कौन लोग हैं? ये वो लोग हैं जो जानते हैं कि कोई ना कोई घपला हो रहा है। हजारों करोड़ रुपए यहां पे इन्वेस्ट हुए हैं। फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर्स ने इन्वेस्ट किए हैं और उसके बाद 30 लाख करोड़ रुपए का लॉस होता है। किसका लॉस होता है? रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स का लॉस होता है। तो ये जो आप देख रहे हैं, हिंदुस्तान की स्टॉक मार्केट की हिस्ट्री का सबसे बड़ा स्कैम है। और इसके बारे में हम कुछ सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं। पहला सवाल, why did PM and HM give specific investment advice to the 5 crore families investing in the stock market? Is it their job to give investment advice? Second, why both interviews were given to the same media house owned by the same business group, which is also under SEBI investigation for manipulating stock market? Third, what is the connection between the BJP, the fake exit pollsters, and the dubious foreign investors who invested one day before the exit polls were announced and made a huge profit at the cost of 5 crore families? We demand a JPC into this. We are absolutely convinced that this is a scam. Somebody has made thousands of crores of rupees at the cost of Indian retail investors, and the Prime Minister and the Home Minister have given an indication to buy. And this is a criminal act. So we demand today a joint parliamentary committee to investigate this. मैं हिंदी में बोल देता हूं। प्रधानमंत्री ने देश की जनता को इन्वेस्टमेंट एडवाइस क्यों दी, और 5 करोड़ परिवारों को जो इन्वेस्ट करते हैं उनको प्रधानमंत्री ने, होम मिनिस्टर ने स्टॉक खरीदने का आदेश क्यों दिया। दूसरा, दोनों इंटरव्यूज जो किए गए थे वो अदानी जी के जो चैनल्स हैं उनको दिए गए थे, उन पर सेबी का इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो रहा है, तो उन चैनल्स का क्या रोल है। और बीजेपी के बीच में जो फेक एग्जिट पोलस्टर्स हैं और ये जो फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर्स हैं, इनके बीच में क्या कोई रिश्ता है, और अगर रिश्ता है तो क्या है। हम जेपीसी चाहते हैं, हम इन्वेस्टिगेशन चाहते हैं, और देश इसकी सच्चाई जानना चाहता है। धन्यवाद।
शुक्रिया राहुल जी। साथियों, अभी अभी राहुल जी ने आपको स्पष्ट तरीके से क्रोनोलॉजी समझ लिया है। बार बार गृह मंत्री कहते थे अब क्रोनोलॉजी समझिए। आज राहुल जी ने देश को क्रोनोलॉजी समझाया है। इसके ऊपर अगर आपके सवाल हैं तो एक एक करके आप पूछेगा, एक एक करके पूछेगा।
I haven't said the chronology in English, so I'll say the chronology in English. 13th May 2024, the Home Minister says, buy shares before 4th of June. This is a clear indication to retail investors and others to buy stock. 19th May, for the first time, and then repeatedly until the 28th May, the Prime Minister says that the stock market is going to break records on 4th June. Finally, on 1st June, completely fictitious exit polls are released. These investors are given a completely wrong impression. And on the 3rd of June, as we all know, the stock market breaks all records and then crashes on the 4th of June. Whoever has made money as the stock market rose and also as the stock market crashed. And we are interested in having a joint parliamentary committee, a JPC, to investigate the role of the Prime Minister, the role of the Home Minister, role of BJP members, and also those people who have done these fake exit polls. And finally, we want to understand who are the people, these foreign investors, who did these trades. So we want an investigation for that.
शुक्रिया राहुल जी। हाँ संजय।
राहुल जी, इससे पहले भी आपने अदानी इशू पे जेपीसी पिछली लोकसभा में मांग की थी, तो क्या आप चाहेंगे कि ये इशू और हिंडनबर्ग इशू दोनों कंबाइन हो और दोनों की जांच हो?
ये जो इशू है, this is a broader issue than just the Adani issue. It is connected to the Adani issue, but this is a much broader issue. This is directly the Prime Minister of India, Home Minister, who are privy to data on actual election results, who have IB reports, who have their own data, who are advising retail investors to buy stock on the 4th. This has never happened before. And by the way, the Prime Minister has never commented on stock market before this. This is the first time the Prime Minister has commented, very interestingly, and multiple times, one after the other, saying that stock market is going to boom, stock market is going to boom, stock market is going to boom. And at the same time, he has information that the exit polls are wrong. He has information that he knows what is going to happen because he has IB data and he also has his own party data.
हाँ जी रवि।
राहुल जी, मेरा सवाल यही है कि जी न्यूज़ ने भी ये सारी चीज बताई है जनता को कि कई चैनलों ने मिलकर ये सब चीज किया है, जिस तरह से एग्जिट पोल करके लोगों को गुमराह किया है, जिस तरह से शेयर बाजार में सारा कुछ हुआ है। जी न्यूज़ ने भी इस मामले को उठाया है और बताया है, और आपके कहने का सीधा अर्थ है कि अडानी को इसका फायदा उठाने के लिए किया गया है?
नहीं, मेरा कहने का ये अर्थ है कि उसमें अदानी इन्वॉल्व हो सकता है, मगर ये अदानी से बहुत बड़ी चीज है। इसमें बीजेपी के सबसे बड़े नेताओं ने कहा है रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स को मैसेज दिया है कि आपको स्टॉक खरीदना चाहिए। उनके पास इंफॉर्मेशन थी कि एग्जिट पोल्स गलत हैं, उनके पास इंफॉर्मेशन थी कि बीजेपी को फुल मेजॉरिटी नहीं मिलने वाली है, और वो जानते थे 3 जून को और 4 जून को क्या होने वाला है। कितने का 30 लाख, कितना 30 लाख करोड़ का नुकसान हुआ है, कितने का 30 लाख करोड़ रुपए का नुकसान हुआ है, और हजारों लाखों करोड़ रुपए का चुने हुए लोगों को फायदा हुआ है। और हम इंक्वायरी चाहते हैं प्रधानमंत्री पर, होम मिनिस्टर पर, जिन्होंने एग्जिट पोल किया उन पर, और ये जो फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर्स हैं उन पर।
हाँ शेमिन,
बहुत दूर है।
Do you want to explain? This is based on the value, market value of all the companies the day before the results came, and the market value of the stock markets of all the companies at the end of the day on results.
हाँ संजीव, एक मिनट संजीव।
Rahul ji, you've talked about, are you alleging the involvement of the Prime Minister and the Home Minister?
Yes.
And whose money is it?
Yes,
Are you
that
saying
is
it
what I
their
am
money?
saying. I am saying that people very high up in the BJP have carried out this scam. I am saying they had partners who carried out these exit polls. We would like to know if these exit polls were actually carried out, if people were actually sent out, and we'd also like to know the methodology of these polls. We'd like to understand who these investors are. We have some sense of who these investors are. So we are not just speaking out of the air. We are confident that if an investigation is done, interesting things will be revealed. And we think the Prime Minister and Home Minister are directly involved in this.
हाँ सिद्धार्थ,
जांच होनी चाहिए जिनके शेयर बहुत अप गए, जिनके सबसे ज्यादा शेयर खरीदे गए और जिनके शेयर उसके बाद में बीच में बेचे भी गए, तो उन कंपनीज का भी को भी इस दायरे में आना चाहिए, आपको लगता है?
हमारा कहना है कि यहाँ पे बड़ा क्लियर है कि स्कैम हुआ है। प्रधानमंत्री ने डायरेक्टली कहा है, होम मिनिस्टर ने डायरेक्टली कहा है, इंडिकेट किया है जनता को कि स्टॉक मार्केट ऊपर जाएगी।
Welcome back, viewers. So that's Rahul Gandhi, of course, breathing fire and attacking the Prime Minister and Home Minister on their comments on the stock markets. Remember, he was, of course, alluding to the comments that were made by Prime Minister and Home Minister reportedly about the stock market boom that would happen post June 4th. Of course, he was questioning why did politicians and, of course, the Prime Minister and Home Minister had to advise investors on investing their money, post which he said the markets crashed. And that's, of course, what we saw before reaching dizzying highs on 3rd June. That is just a day after the exit polls predicted a clear sweep for the BJP or the NDA. And he claims that that led to the loss of investor money. He categorically stated that the Congress Party and, of course, the India Alliance is now demanding for a JPC to investigate the role of the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. And joining us now to get us more details is my colleague Sameer Dikshit. Sameer, so now the Congress Party is, of course, asking for a JPC to investigate the role of the Prime Minister and the Home Minister.
So the serious allegations have been raised against the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, and it has been alleged that they are involved in a big stock market scam. But if you see the larger picture, this entire press conference also indicates to the fact that there is going to be a bumpy ride for the upcoming new government for the BJP 3.0. So it is not going to be an easy ride for Bharatiya Janata Party or the NDA government. Secondly, if you see, Rahul Gandhi is being projected as the biggest or the heroic leader from the opposition side, and he might be given the leader of opposition, the LOP portfolio. But whether he is going to accept it or not, that's a different case. But sources have informed that the entire exercise is to project Rahul Gandhi as one of the big leader. But yes, prior to the formation of the new government, prior to the 9th of June, when it is the oath-taking ceremony is slated to take place, serious allegations have been raised by Rahul Gandhi. First, he has mentioned that the Prime Minister and Home Minister, despite knowing the truth, despite knowing the ground reality that they are not going to perform much better in this general elections, the results are not in their favor. So, despite knowing this fact, allegations have been raised that they encouraged the retail investors to buy the stock, and later when the result came in,
to become
then, stock market did
a
not
strong
perform,
opposition is something that even Mallikarjun Kharge had mentioned in his tweet. I'm going to expand more on that point about the core is growing for Rahul Gandhi to become a leader of LOP, the leader of opposition. What's really happening as far as that is concerned, considering that Rahul Gandhi became the key face against the Prime Minister, so it's quite natural for him to be an LOP. What else are you picking up on this?
Very valid question. See, the entire exercise, if you see the last 48 hours of development after the announcement of the general election result. So Rahul Gandhi is being projected that he is the face who has led to this sort of performance, despite the fact that the Congress has just gained like 50 to 55 seats. They are just under 100 seats across the country. But knowing this part also, they are projecting Rahul Gandhi as the biggest face of the India alliance. And that is the reason that now the entire exercise is to make him to or give him that sort of a stature that he is going to be the big face of opposition. It might also be the case, and what we are picking up from our sources, that he might be, his name, Rahul Gandhi name, might be projected, might be taken forward for the post of leader of opposition. It is also because that India Alliance, they have made it quite clear that they are not going to claim to form the government. So they will be sitting in the opposition. But sitting in opposition, there has to have a big face, and Mallikarjun Kharge might not be that face this time, and Rahul Gandhi might be projected for the leader of opposition post. But the big question is whether he is going to accept or not, because in case if we reject it also, then also they will try to leverage it in a direction that he was being offered the post, but Rahul Gandhi didn't accepted it, and he is committed to the welfare of the party. So this sort of mathematics is currently being thought of, but as of now, you see that one side they are projecting Rahul Gandhi as the biggest face of India Alliance, and also this indicates the fact that with a better performance this time, India Alliance is not going to give an easy ride to the government.
Right, and that's how a democracy should ideally function. Meanwhile, all cards this time around stacked in favor of Rahul Gandhi. Of course, it's now up to him and, of course, his alliance partners to decide on that very key, crucial question. Meanwhile, let me go across to my colleagues.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.